Welcome to the Ashford Teaching and Learning Conference and Transforming Academic Feedback into an Essential Employability Skill for Career Success. Hello, I'm Dr. Connie Lauer.
And I'm Dr. Wendy Conaway.
And we are full-time associate professors in the Division of General Education here at Ashford University. Thank you for your interest in our ePoster presentation.
Today, we want to open your mind to a new idea, promoting academic feedback as an essential employability skill.
Feedback is the part of our experience that gives us a lifeline to growth. From birth onward, those who listen to, embrace, and apply feedback are the ones who prosper and succeed. In academia, the need to give and receive quality feedback is a constant refrain. Feedback is also critical in places of employment.
According to Kim, Huang, and Lee, feedback improves a learner's performance by providing useful and relevant information. However, if the learner isn't willing to hear it, then feedback isn't useful at all. Many students have been conditioned to view feedback with a negative outlook and a fixed mindset from an early age. This perceived negative feedback is usually not valued or rewarded and is often disparaged, especially when associated with low grades. Feedback thus becomes something to avoid as a skewed manifestation of a student's worth or intelligence. This attitude often carries over into higher education and onward to employment.
Kim et al. States that by perceiving feedback negatively, people, in our case students, become motivated to avoid it, which defeats the purpose of providing feedback at all. A recent student in an EXP 105 class commented that, "I would like to prove to myself that I can overcome obstacles and become a more productive learner who can receive feedback and learn from it instead of hiding from it." This attitude and behavior is also crucial for success as an employee.
Encouraging students to embrace a growth mindset by viewing instructor feedback as an opportunity for improvement will help them overcome those fixed or negative mindsets and prepare them to view it as a useful tool in the classroom and the workplace. Helping students understand early on that feedback isn't a personal attack on one's character can help them accept it as a way to grow and learn from instructors as well as from future managers and leaders.
Feedback is only valuable if it is accessed by the individual. When students choose to avoid feedback in the classroom, ignoring suggestions for improvement and repeating the same mistakes can lead to lower grades and possibly even failing a course. Similarly, it is ill-advised for employees to avoid feedback in the workplace, as the consequences can be more severe, such as losing a promotion or being dismissed because suggestions for improvement were ignored.
This presentation offers the premise that students need to be given a clear and promising rationale for accepting and acting upon instructor feedback as a skill they will need in the workplace. Ryan and Deasy state that student success is more likely to take place when students find meaning or purpose in their college experience, such as perceiving relevant connections between what they are learning in college and their current life or future goals. Since many, if not most, Ashford students attend college to achieve or enhance career opportunities, aligning instructor feedback with workplace feedback gives it a relevance that holds interest for students.
Applying for and gaining an opportunity to work is determined by two sets of skills: hard skills, which include the talent and expertise required by specific job actions, and soft skills, now called essential employability skills. Essential employability skills include, but are not limited to, leadership presence, collaborative teamwork, effective communication, problem solving and critical thinking, and a strong work ethic.
We believe essential employability skills should also include listening to and acting upon feedback. Since feedback in the workplace takes the form of daily informal affirmation and advice, as well as formal periodic evaluations, preparing students to embrace feedback and explaining how it will benefit them in the workplace should be emphasized as they move through their Ashford programs.
Demodicus, Mitchell, and Maurer note that if and how employees respond constructively to feedback significantly influences the impact the feedback can have on outcomes for employees and the organization. Encouraging students to view, accept, and apply feedback in their academic classes for the purpose of preparing them to view, accept, and apply feedback in the workplace will motivate them to embrace feedback as a way to achieve success, not just toward their academic goals, but also toward their professional goals as well.
Positioning academic feedback as a representative of workplace feedback and then acting upon it should be viewed as an essential skill in preparation to accept and apply the feedback in the workplace. In this way, academic feedback becomes career feedback, and as such prepares the student's mindset for the future by shaping it in the present. Suggesting to students the need to view college as a job and embracing feedback as a necessary part of succeeding in that job is one way to motivate and encourage students to give feedback the attention it deserves.
There are several strategies that instructors can apply to remind students of the value of feedback as an essential employability skill. One very direct way is to post an announcement explaining how academic feedback can prepare students to accept and apply it in the workplace. Use your own experience as an employee to paint a picture as to how the benefits are universal.
Take the time to congratulate students who have successfully applied feedback they've been given and remind them that doing so consistently will help prepare them for their workplace experiences. For students who consistently ignore feedback, reach out to determine whether they have a fixed or negative mindset about accepting it and offer suggestions to help them transition to more of a growth mindset that will be valuable in the workplace.
Carol Dweck's approach to view mistakes as opportunities rather than failures is an effective way to promote a growth mindset that will motivate students and eventually employees to embrace feedback for its academic and career benefits. Finally, we suggest placing yourself in the student's shoes before posting feedback to ensure that the feedback is professionally presented and cannot be perceived as an attack on the student's character. Using objective, sometimes even third-person language will achieve this goal.
Connecting the use of academic feedback to real-world feedback that can be applied to future career success of our students will give them a fundamental and compelling reason to make feedback a vital part of the process of learning and an essential skill they can use in the workplace and in their future careers.
What will you do to promote feedback as an essential employability skill?